Hello, good evening. This is Sadie's and Santana's channel, and I'm coming on here to give some tips on hair growth. I have been natural since April 2017, and I used to be relaxed, but I am now natural. The hairstyle you see right now is 2-strand twist. I've had 2-strand twist in for 2 days now. My natural hair color is dark brown, but the color of my hair right now is a dark brown. It looks more like a black, but it's a dark brown. And some tips I'm gonna give you is on how to grow your natural hair, or how to keep your natural hair growing. So the first tip is that you need to do scalp massages daily, at least every 3 days or every day. I try to do my scalp massages using an oil, and it's a sealing oil, not a moisturizing oil. The moisturizing oils only moisturize your hair. They do not grow your hair, but it does keep your hair moisturized. Now, some of the oils that I've been using is sweet almond oil. I've used almond oil. I use the Jamaican black castor oil. It's the mango and lime one I use. And I get that at Sally's Beauty Supply or your local beauty supply. I also do twist outs, and I wear my twist outs for about a week or 2 weeks, and I untwist them. Like currently they're untwisted, they're not twisted anymore. And I also make sure that I deep condition whenever you wash. And I have a hair regimen. You have a hair regimen that is like a plus. When you have a hair regimen, you can have a wash day on a certain day. My wash days are usually on Wednesdays, but some of them are sometimes on Sundays. It depends on if I'm wearing my natural hair or if I have a protective style. And most times you'll see me wearing my hair in twist outs. I recently did a mini chop back in I did a mini chop in like November of 2016, and then I did the other mini chop I did, which I only had about a ½ inch of natural hair left. I done that on April 2017, and from April 2017 up until the month of July, August of this past summer 2018, I just wore my hair in twist outs, and I use heat only twice a year. I remind myself every day the reason why I don't use heat, because heat can damage your hair. No matter if you only use it only when you deep condition. I use it when I deep condition, but some days I just heat up the bottle of product in hot water, and because I have low porosity hair. So I'm gonna get back on subject. Some tips on hair growth are keeping your hands out of your hair. Leave your hair alone. If you leave your hair alone, you will retain length. Your hair will grow. Natural hair, or any kind of hair, it grows between an inch every month. So at least 6 times in a consecutive year, your hair grows 1 inch. So in like a whole year, you'll have probably about 12 inches. Maybe you might have only 6 inches. I know in a consecutive year, straight year, being natural, I am trying to go for my hair to be mid-back length. Currently, my hair is shoulder length. And most of the time, hey, how you doing? How are you? Most of the time, I leave my hair alone, but I do style it. Sometimes I leave it just how it is, as long as I cover it up with a satin scarf or a bonnet. You gotta protect your hair also. That's good. I'm doing great as well. You have to make sure that you covering your hair. You can't go to bed and just sleep on that cotton pillow. No, you cannot do that. It will dry your hair out. You got to keep your hair moisturized. You got to keep your scalp oiled. I make sure that every time that I style my hair, I have oil. And the sweet almond oil, there's another oil that I usually use, and it's for the edges and it's for the scalp. Most of the times I do not wear my hair in ponytails. The products that I currently use are Jamaican black castor oil. That's my sealant. My moisturizer I currently have been using is curly custard, and the other one that I've been using, it's like, actually I have it here so I can show you, but the products that I mostly use are, some of them is by Mielle pomegranate and honey. This is for natural hair, and it's a leave-in conditioner. So I use a liquid, the LCO method. I use the L as in my leave-in conditioner, or I use a spray bottle. And the spray bottle is like $1. This product is very expensive. So sometimes I will not use the products if they're not affordable. I will go for a lesser price product. But recently I've used this leave-in conditioner, and I use hair milk. Hair milk is much better. Hair milk is much better than using a leave-in conditioner. It's so much easier, and you can use that as your liquid. Most of the time I use the hair milks because the hair milks are so much like lightweight instead of thick, and I have low porosity hair, so I have to use a lightweight product. This is what I'm talking about. This is the moisturizer. This is what you put onto your hair. But in order to retain length and for your natural hair to grow, or any type of hair to grow, you have to make sure that you are not manipulating your hair. When you're manipulating your hair is like, okay, sis, you keep on touching me, easily break off. And when you shampoo your hair, that's when you get the most breakage, is when you shampoo your hair. So you got to make sure that before you shampoo your hair, you got to make sure that you use when I shampoo my hair, I make sure that I put oils in it like the night before. So they call that oh goodness, I done forgot the name of it. Pre-poo. Gotta excuse me, guys. I get that fibro fog from my fibromyalgia, so sometimes I get that fibro fog and my thoughts be like, okay, girl, I know for a fact that you knew what that item was, but instead it just went in, I don't know, and then it came back to me. Okay, the other product that I use, which is for natural hair, and it's like, it gives a tingling. This is the Peppermint Tea Tree by Eden. I use a lot of the Eden products. Moisturizer and protein. Now, most of the time I make sure that I keep my hair moisturized. And then if my hair is feeling stiff and it doesn't just like, I pull it and it goes back, I know that I don't have enough protein in my hair. So I make sure I do protein treatments at least every 6 weeks. I also use, this is the spray bottle. I use this spray bottle. I got it from Sally's. It costs like $1. The other product that I use, hold on one second. I'm going to show you that product. I'm going to show you that product. This is the product that I use. It's Jane Carter Solution. It could be a little pricey. Yes, it does. The tea tree oil and the Jamaican black castor oil both work. Let me tell you, my hair used to not go no longer than right here. sometimes it would make it to like right here, but it wouldn't go no further. So the more I kept styling it, like doing these twist outs, not like styling every day, but the more I left it alone and I kept these twist outs, it just continued to grow. And I would do length checks. I do length checks at least every 3 to 6 months. And I upload videos. Like I have quite a few videos on skincare, but in those videos I have pictures of my hair, and I also put up a video with a slideshow, and it shows you my hair length and it shows you my hair texture. In the low porosity hair, if you don't know what low porosity is, that means that the moisture, my hair it's hard for the moisture to get in my hair. So I have to open my cuticles by applying warm water to my hair, and it's like with the spray bottle or in the shower. I apply the warm water, and then I heat the products up, and I have to sit under the dryer to open up my cuticles. I have to sit under the dryer, or I have to use the warm water, and that's what low porosity hair is. I thought that because my hair was low porosity, I thought that from me having a relaxer over 20 years, that meant that my hair got damaged from my mother, continuously putting these products with mineral oil and sulfates. I don't use sulfates at all. I don't use sulfate shampoo. I don't use any type of products with sulfate in it. But it really helps a lot. The Jamaican black castor oil that I use, I also have that here. And there's different size bottles you can use. There's quite a few different products that you can use. I also sometimes use Lotta Body. Lotta Body, this stuff works. Cradle Cap, you can use Sulfur 8. Sulfur 8 works really good for dandruff and flakes. You can use the Sulfur 8. They have a Sulfur 8 shampoo. I don't really use it, but I have used it for dandruff. And you can also use tea tree oil. You can put the tea tree oil in your shampoo and shake it up and apply it on your scalp and just massage it in. And that will definitely help with the flakes. So if you use that tea tree oil, like the one that I showed you, there's the peppermint tea tree oil, that works really good for that. It's got a little tingling. It's got like a little tingling feeling when you put it on, but it works. I'm telling you, I just got my hair washed with the tea tree oil shampoo. There is one by Design Essentials, but they also have one by Eden, and it works like really good. Like I have flakes and everything. I had all types of flakes. I don't have no flakes in here right now. Only thing that I have in my hair is Ebon Edge Control, and I apply that on my edges because I'm like, my daughter, she's like, Mom, you should put some edges on your edges, because the people wanted to put that on at the shop, but I don't like using all of the products from the shop because some of the products got stuff in it that I can't use. But this is Jamaican black castor oil, and it is the original one. They have one that got olive oil. They got one that got tea tree oil. There's one that's argan oil and mixed with the Jamaican black castor oil, but I get this one. And this one is only $3.99 to $4.99, and you can get that at any local beauty supply store. I put this on my edges. I put this on my ends. If you make sure that each night, no matter how you wear your hair, whether it's in dreads, braids, locks, any type of style, you got to make sure that you seal your ends. Protect your ends at all times. As long as you protect your ends, you don't have to worry about anything. As long as your ends are protected. If you gotta tuck them under, if you gotta take a bobby pin and tuck them under, or hairpins, that's what I use. I tuck them under. At night, I put my hair in a pineapple, or I'll put like scrunchies. Like I'll put a scrunchie here, put scrunchies all over, and then I tuck the twist. I'll tuck them in just to make sure that the ends are protected, so my hair does not break off under my cap. Whether I'm wearing my silk cap, my satin cap, I wear my satin cap and my bonnet to have extra protection. But those are the different things that you would need to do. Like I said, the most important step is to not be putting your hands in your hair. Leave your hair alone. If you leave your hair alone, you do not have to worry about any breakage. You don't have to worry about, the only type of breakage you'll have is shedding, and that's not really breakage. The difference between shedding and breakage. I'm sorry about it. I don't want to confuse you guys. There's a difference between shedding and breakage. Shedding, that shedding hair I'll talk about in another video, but what shedding is something that we as humans, it's a natural process. Every day we use at least 100 to 111 strands a day, and it has the white bulb. As long as it has the white bulb at the end, that's shed hair. So when you brushing your hair and you see hair in the brush, or you combing your hair and you see it in a comb, as long as it's not coming out in bunches, like unless you have a protective style, those that are watching, if you do have a protective style, once you take the protective style out of your hair, you're gonna see all this hair and you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, oh, my hair is breaking off, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? Don't worry, sis. Don't worry, your hair isn't breaking off. That is not breakage, that is shed hair, and it happens to all of us. Don't worry, you are okay. A lot of people be like, oh, hair is hair, or I don't want to lose no hair. That's normal. That's a normal hair process. It's the normal process for humans. Is why our hair sheds. Just like you grow a half an inch to an inch of hair a month, that is what gets replaced. When that hair sheds, it grows back. So definitely make sure that you keep your ends protected. Make sure that you're doing scalp massages. You're using light oils. Another oil that I use is grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is also a good oil. But I'm going to talk about that also in a later video. Grapeseed oil, that is another styling oil. It's not a moisturizer. That's this oil here. This is grapeseed oil, 100% pure. Light silky moisture for all hair types. And this by Now Solutions. I bought this from the GNC store. The GNC store is really good with natural hair products. They have all of these different lines. These two lines, well, this one line here is Eden. I use this moisture shampoo here. I use the moisture shampoo, and then I also use some of Shea Moisture products. Let me get that. The Shea Moisture products. And deep conditioning your hair with every wash also is going to help with growing your hair. As long as your hair is moisturized, you deep condition it, you making sure that it's not all dried out, then your hair is going to grow. Hair mask. I use hair mask. This hair mask is by Shea Moisture. All these products that I'm talking about, I'm going to list in the description box just in case you guys are wondering what they are, what type of products that I did use to get my hair to grow. Like some pieces of my hair, they go right here. Oh goodness. It just bounced right back. Some pieces of my hair, they go right here. Some pieces, they go here. But it pretty much depends on the way your hair is. My hair currently is in a great state. I do have very little heat damage here in the front of my hair, but you can't really tell, but you can because these curls here, even though I had these done in 2-strand twists, these ones are much looser than these ones, and that's because I had a sew-in done, and the sew-in caused my hair to get a little bit of heat damage, not from the sewing itself, but from the leave out. This part was left out, this part was left out, but this part is where most of the heat was applied. But if you guys have any questions, you can hit us up on our iCloud. It's Destiny McClain 1979 at iCloud.com or Destiny309@gmail.com. So please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and like this video, and turn that notification bell on for a notification when I upload or we upload. And thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great day.
You got all the moves, don't you? Tried it on 100 girls?
Yeah, maybe 50 or 60.
I'm tired of moving around. Stay in one place for a while. Put down some roots for once. You got what it takes, Bobby?
What is going on with my video? You're welcome, Famaka. You have a great night, and definitely, if you have any questions, DM us in our iCloud. If you have any other questions or you need to know anything, definitely DM us. One of us will definitely let you know any information you need, as much as information as possible, because I want everybody to have nice, long, silky, or nice, curly hair or straight hair. You know, I like the natural hair. The relaxed hair is good too, but I like the natural hair better. And I keep on trying to